Hi, everybody, and welcome to the show. This bi-weekly edition of the Sunday Superhero Show brings us not one, not two, but three guests tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, and gentle beings everywhere, please make a great, happy welcome to Mr. Stevie D, Steve Driskel. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing great and very happy to be here, man.
And as always, he's been here the last few weeks, and he can be here for as many times as he wants. The great and awesome Stephen Gentner. How are you doing tonight, Stephen?
Felicitations. It's good to be here.
And always around when you're not expecting it, lurking behind every corner because he cannot die. It's the Immortal One himself, Mr. Biggieshaq. Welcome to the show tonight. How are you doing?
Dude, first off, thank you for having me, Big Matt likes comics, brother. I don't throw that D word around very often, but I'm glad to be here and be with
I cannot hear him.
And fans of the comics. Sorry, Stevie D, if you can't hear me. I hope everybody else can.
I can.
Steve, I can hear you too.
You want me to go out and come back in?
That'll probably work.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Steve seems to have this issue whenever he joins Chonko too. When someone new comes on, he has to leave and come back.
That was weird because we were all just fine before it started. That's weird.
Yes, yeah, I would agree. So tonight, while Steve gets to his thing, we'll talk. Tonight we're going to have we'll have Biggieshaq go first, followed by Stevie D, and then we'll have a Collecto 6 finish up tonight for us. So
sounds good.
What did you bring for us tonight, Biggie? We're going to make you big, and we're going to let you go.
All right, man. I considered a lot of different things. I collect a lot of stuff. I like to think I'm a man that likes to collect at least a little bit of everything that I like. So I got at least one piece of most things I like. I forgot another book. The longer this goes on, the more books I remember I forgot, but I'll bring them up later. So
actually, sorry, Biggie, just before you get going, my apologies. We did not take time to say hi to everybody in the Nefarious comic chat. Let's take a minute to say hi to everybody. Lewis was first today. Hi, Lewis.
Hello, Lewis.
Second Floor Comics. And then K Munin says he's still first, but
he's lurking, which is good.
Actually, I saw K Munin was not going to be here tonight. He's actually going out, but he wanted to be first. Rob Saint is here. Good to see you, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Good. Longest Cosplays is here. Good to see you. I'm glad you made it.
Hello.
Enrique Maldonado, he's got the coolest name in YouTube. Welcome to the show.
Siempre todo el mundo.
And we've got from Denmark, Cor is here.
Hi, Cor.
Good to see you. Turtwig is here. Hi, Turtwig.
Mr. Turt.
Doc's Comics is here. Doc is going to be on the Comic Talk Tuesday show in 2 weeks. It's good to see you.
Comic Talk with Comic Doc?
No, yeah, that's right.
Why
that's
it sounds like a song.
He's a poet and don't know it.
Because his feet are Longfellows.
Steve Driskel is here. Comic Mike is here. Good to see you, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Kenny Numbers, who will be on with me this Tuesday, is here. Good to see you, Kenny. Rich is here. Hi, Rich. Big Nasty Comic.
Hi, Rich.
And let's see. Here we go. Chonko's here. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Big Nasty. Mike Dennis is here. Hi, Mike.
Mikey D.
Mike.
And Felix says, hola, amigos, to everybody. And that's who we've got at the moment.
Feliz todo el tiempo.
All right. Thanks, Biggie.
Thank you. So I chose today my humble but well picked out Golden Age collection. I got a little Golden Age. I like this. I feel like it's a good way to show some books on Matt's. He's had some guests that show a lot of Golden Age, so I'm gonna show my little Golden Age stuff I have. All right. Here is L.B. Cole Indian Warriors cover.
Beautiful colors.
Yeah, that's a nice cover. The purple is really cool.
The thing is, the dead horse with the guy behind it dead, that really is something.
Yeah, I love it. Love it. I'm gonna start off with my Mylars, work to top loaders and slabs. It sounds like a lot, but it's not. Trust me, it's not a bunch of books. Here's my only pre-code.
Very cool. Shock suspense stories.
Mhm.
Is that the one you bought off Alan, or you bought the Green Llamas?
Yeah, I bought the llamas. He actually okayed me that one.
Oh, very cool.
Here is my only Schomburg, Fighting Yank, issue 29. I believe this is the last issue of the run. No?
I think it is. I think you're right.
Okay.
Steve, can you hear him?
Yeah, I hear them great. And the books are looking great too.
Thank you. Yeah. Fighting Yank. What we got here? Oh, here's one of my favorite. Now, I didn't think to grab my Green Llama 8, but I did make sure I got my Green Llama 2.
Now,
That's
I
I
like-
like,
think I
that
think that's the
cover.
best one of the Green Llama covers. I really like that cover.
It's a beaut. It's a beautiful book.
Oh, lights out, I guess. Okay. Come on. There we go. Got to pay the light bill. Here's my Shadow 12.
now that's
Nice
another
book.
view.
Very
How many
nice.
Shadow series would you say there were in the Golden Age, Stephen?
I beg your pardon?
How many Shadow series were there in the Golden Age, do you think?
Well, the pulps were going right straight along with the comics. But it's one of these ones where it has multiple volumes, and then like numbers. So, for example, the one Biggie has is volume 4, number 12. So I don't know. It's like stereo instructions in Chinese. I don't.
Right.
It's hard to know exactly what number they are. I couldn't tell you. But there are a lot of really cool Shadow covers. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. All right, just a couple more Mylar. Here's the second Batgirl, I believe. Batwoman.
Very cool.
I just got that book here a little while ago. I have it on my wall behind me.
Oh, beautiful. It's a good cover. It's a good cover. What we got here? Oh, this is my favorite. Boy Commando. Kirby Simon, issue 10.
With the camouflaged 30 caliber.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny how everybody's
Water-cooled.
camouflaged. Hey, it's funny how everybody's basically camouflaged except Brooklyn with that red hat.
Yeah, the derby kind of reminds you of the Army helmet.
A lot of cool stuff in here. You know,
You'll notice that their helmets are this is early in the war, because they're wearing the World War I Kelly helmets rather than the big buckets like they had afterwards. Those are early helmets.
I remember when I bought it, I didn't look super close at it, and I was just looking at the price. It was like I got a pretty good deal, and I thought that was a lighthouse up there, and it's just a chunk of the cover gone. You know, I guess I was just hopeful, but oh, this is a good one too. Marines 3.
That's a great book.
That is a good one. I really like the octopus. That was a great propaganda cover.
Well, that's how they described the Japanese, and they characterized it as an octopus reaching out to engulf stuff. That was the actual cartoon metaphor that was used.
Yeah, in 1940 in Canada, we had a similar propaganda poster. Only it was Hitler's head on the octopus, and they was showing all the occupied countries in Europe. So.
And then I got this. This is probably it's another book with like chunks of it missing, but it's still just daggone gorgeous. It's Boy Commando or a Boy Comics Bureau cover. Like you can't even notice I put my finger over it, but there's some bondage. It's just old looking. I think it's like issue 20 something, 35. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Still, Boy Comics is pretty popular. I've actually surprised the amount of collectors that I've seen showing issues of that over the last 3 months or so of the YouTube videos I've been watching.
Now, I just got a couple top loaders I'm going to show off tonight. I won't even take them out of the top loader, but I got a Superman. What is this? 20 or 38?
Yeah, that's a beaut. I love when you show that one on your show too.
It looks a lot
Doesn't,
better than the top loader, but
doesn't Superman shave with his X-ray vision in the mirror or something?
Yes, he does
Yes, he
now.
does.
Back then, his hair didn't grow. And it's funny because that looks almost exactly like the Jimmy Olsen cover, except Jimmy's cutting his hair for real on one of the later Silver Age books.
And you'll notice that Superman is reading a Batman book, and the actual Batman book of that one actually has a red cover. It's the Three Musketeers cover.
Very cool.
They put so many little nuggets in coverage, you know.
I do.
Well, it's so funny in the first Wildcat story, just a small little thing in Sensation Comics 1. He runs in Ted's on the run from Ted Knight's on the run from being
Isn't it Ted Grant?
Ted Grant, sorry, yes, Ted Knight, other guy. Ted Grant's on the run after he killed a guy in the ring by accident because a mobster had put a needle in his glove. And he runs into a kid who was talking about the Green Lantern comics. So it was kind of neat. And he decided to become Wildcat because of the comics.
Well, the Atom went to the same guy that trained Wildcat to learn how to fight.
So did the Guardian.
Okay. This is a Mac Ray Boy cover, I believe. Captain Marvel issue 139, and he's battling the Red Crusher.
Oh, that's the red and yellow on blue. Wow.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And I love the clang. He's getting hit on the noggin. Clang.
It kind of reminds me of Absorbing Man cover on Thor.
The Korean War covers are ever so much more violent and bloody and gratuitous than even the World War II covers were.
Yep. So that's it for. Come on, Light. What is going on with you, bud? That is it for top loaders. I just got 4 slabs.
Hey.
Let's see. Hold on. 1, 2. Oh, I know where they're at. That's right. We'll get to them later. I know where they are. Here's my World's Finest 2.
Another great book. What a beautiful cover.
That's the first World's Finest.
Yep.
Yeah, and the back cover is very nice too.
Yeah, they gave you stuff on the back cover for the first few.
Very good. Yeah, I got like duct tape on mine shut, but
See,
you know.
the thing I don't like about this book in terms of the reprints, like they've reprinted a lot of Golden Age, right? They split that book up and they put the Superman stories in the Superman collections, the Batman stories in the Batman collections, and thus you don't get the rest of them. You don't get the red, white, and blue. You don't get the Zatara stories.
I really like the covers when they're smiling, you know, because, you know, they get punched in the jaw and rocket shot at them all the time. But every once in a while when they flash that smile, it feels kind of patriotic for some reason.
Yeah, I believe that's a Fred Ray cover, and I like Fred Ray and Jack Burnley very much. Jack Burnley is my favorite Golden Age or favorite Superman artist, and here's my Jack Burnley comic I got. It's Superman 23.
I love that book.
So beautiful.
Those guys are gonna die.
It's very cool, yeah.
Yeah, back in the days when Superman was less altruistic.
Right, and Captain America, when he fought the Nazis, he was a soldier doing what soldiers do, you know.
Well, that's the thing about Marvel Comics versus DC. DC Comics decided early that they didn't want their superheroes to kill. But Marvel, even in the 60s, some of the guys like Hawkeye, they don't care.
Yeah, very cool. And I got 2 more. Let's see. No. Oh. Yeah. All right. Let's go with some subby.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you've shown that in a while. That's a good book.
Again,
Yeah.
we're fighting the Reds, but it's right at the end of the war. I think that's in '53. That book. So yeah, but the war was the Korean War was over at that point in '53.
This is a Bill Everett story and art, but Joe Manilli cover. And Joe Manilli is a stud, so I'm not mad at that.
Manili is very good.
Yeah, very cool. The book I'm sending Griff is a Manilli cover, but I still got some, so that's not too bad. And this is one of my first Golden Age. I got more Golden Age, but these are just kind of my biggest ones. Captain America 68, 1947. I don't know.
Very nice.
The Golden Girl came in for Bucky for a while, just like the Human Torch had Sun Girl come in. They got rid of Toro and they got rid of Bucky for a while.
Yeah.
And I got this about 6 years ago, I'd say. $300, $350, something like that.
That's a hell of a deal.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good condition. Held together really well. It was neat to get it in hand. Until you hold it timely and experience it, they're pretty tall. They're a little more different than any other book I've seen before then. So very proud to at least have one. Now it's my books for Matt's show, man. Thank you for letting me do that.
Very
Nice
cool.
stuff.
Good stuff.
Very cool, Biggie. That was really, really awesome. So next up, we will have Mr. Stevie D.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to show my Tales of Suspense stuff. But before I do, I just want to dedicate my segment to Robbie Joseph, who's recovering from surgery and stuff. So send out your good thoughts and prayers for him. All right, the first thing is the splash page of Tales of Suspense 39, and Don Heck is the artist. And this recently sold for the original inking $3,875,000
Yeah.
for a page of comic book art. So I think that's amazing. And the way you can collect Tales of Suspense affordably is through these Essential Iron Man Volume 1 and 2, which is cool. All right. Now,
Yeah, I have a lot of those essentials and showcases. Those are great.
and so I don't have the first Tales of Suspense 39, but this is Marvel Masterworks, and that's where it started, like there. The splash page I showed you came out of that. But I have about 22 Tales of Suspenses. This is 50, the first appearance of the Mandarin. And it is cool. I just love the ring, the Ray ring.
I have to say that for such an evil genius who's like an absolute villain in the comic books, I kind of feel that they should have treated him a little more better in the movies by making he look more like a clown, and that's too bad. When the Iron Man movies were on,
Everybody was upset by that. It was ridiculous what they did with him.
Oh yeah, they could have made him into the villainous guy, and they could have played the extraterrestrial bit with the where he finds the ring and all that. They could have done a whole bunch of cool stuff, but maybe they will in the future. But the next two books were books that how everybody has a wish list for the beginning of the year. Yep. Well, I've been wishing for these books for about 2 years, and the first one is Tales of Suspense 58, where Captain America and Iron Man battle. And this was a gift from Robbie. And then recently, I got this as a gift from Adam of Up and Adam, and it's where they start sharing the title. So after the battle, they start sharing the title in this issue.
Yeah.
And a little kid drew a beard on Captain America. And it's a well-loved comic, and I love the fact that some kid, oh, this is cool. Why don't we give him a beard, you know? Creativity. That's how I think of it. And then this is 62. And so you see how they're splitting up the page of scenes from Captain America's story and then Iron Man's story. And they do that quite often, and they feature them individually. I like this cover. It's an action one. Number 71. And Iron Man saying, "What price victory?"
And who's he
I
fighting?
think that's Titanium Man.
Very
Yeah.
cool. I don't know who that is. So.
But what I really like is the line work in the white. You see how that just sells the power punch? That's what I like about that.
That was the first 3-parter.
And this is number 72. And he's fighting Nazi robots. I think the story is like they were sleeper robot agents that were buried in the United States somewhere. And this is years after the war, World War II, and they come reanimate themselves and Cap battles them. Here's a cool one, number 78. Captain America and Nick Fury, and the rays look like lava. Isn't that cool?
Very cool.
And Cap and
I see them at the bottom. What does that thing say?
it says featuring the macabre menace of them. I haven't read it because I don't want to take it out of the thing, you know. Now here's a great, beautiful.
Is that a combination of the him and her? You know, that became Adam Warlock, or
No.
no? Okay.
I wouldn't know. Maybe one of you guys do, or somebody in the chat, or I'll have to read the thing, you know, which I enjoy doing. And this cover, I love the line work in this cover, and that's his most notorious villain, the Red Skull. And just look at all the stuff going on besides the characters. It's really
I love the Red Skull. I have said many times that the Red Skull is probably one of my favorite Marvel villains. I like him.
There was a storyline where he got a hold of the cosmic cube. Can you imagine that in the hands of that maniac? Okay, Return of the Titanium Man. So Titanium Man and Iron Man, they've been battling since the 60s, you know.
Very cool.
And this is the Adaptoid, and I love green covers.
I got that one. It's beautiful, man. Good book.
And the background characters are in the line work. It's kind of unusual. I really like it. Okay. And this one is 83. And I think it's still the Titanium Man. He's victory. I guess it's the end of the story arc.
Nice.
And here's one. Here's a bondage cover, but not the kind you want to see. Iron Man's in the dungeon.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it looks like Gene Colan.
Yeah. Gene Colan, Jack Kirby, Don Heck. They did a lot of these.
Very cool. Who's he fighting in the background?
The man.
The Mandarin.
That's right. That's another thing. Like, it's hard to tell that guy was the Mandarin because you didn't really see him in the movie, and you didn't get to see all the cool costumes and the rings and all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, they went cheap on it. That's what they did. Now, here's a red cover, and I think it's the Mole Man. Isn't that a neat one?
That looks like Stranko or something. That's crazy.
I'll open this one up and tell you.
Okay. You don't have to. I'm just.
Oh, it's okay. This one's in real pretty good shape, too.
All right. Yeah, be careful with it.
Stanley Gene Colan.
Colan again. Beautiful.
Yeah. I'm going to set that aside and put it back when I'm not rushed. Okay. And He's fighting a swordsman and a mystery villain in this one. This is 88.
Oh yeah,
Very cool.
these are great.
And these I got like between, I'd say, $16 and $22 for most of these, except the ones with first appearances, which there was a ton of them in this series. This is 89, the Melter, and look at Iron Man's arm being melted off by the Melter, or his armor.
Oh boy.
He's melting it all right.
Yeah, the Melter is cool. Now this one I got for $3. This was the first Tales of Suspense I ever got, and it was a place called Bugs Comics in St. Charles, Missouri. And I got it for $3 in real good shape, and two of my favorite.
What issue number is that? That's a great Red Skulls cover. I kind of want it now.
90. And the Red Skull is, I read this one. Red Skull is having Captain America do his bidding because the Red Skull's holding Manhattan or some part of New York hostage, and he'll kill them all if Cap doesn't do his bidding. But I can't remember how it worked itself out. Here's one. The Crusher. And it's 91.
Really cool.
Power versus Power. The Titanium Man. So they battled a lot. Well, in the books that I have, and it went from 39 to 99. And I've talked with Adam of Up and Adam, who collects the Captain America Tales of Suspense, and Mr. What's on the Comic Rack, Mr. Akins. He has some too, and we're talking about all of us getting together to see how much of the run we could show for a show. That would be kind of.
So Stevie, I'm sure you probably know this, but this is the first cameo of MODOK, and it's a really famous cameo because it's only his name. It's like at the very end of the book, it says, "Here comes MODOK," and you see M.O.O.K. A lot of people say it's not much of a cameo, but you know, it's still pretty cool.
Oh, that's the little Civil War soldiers. Oh yeah, I see it. The guy's in the AIM mask. Am I getting it in there? There's the letters you're calling.
That's supposedly a cameo, and
what? Just the word?
Yeah, ain't that funny?
That is funny.
That does not even qualify as a cameo.
Well, I mean, people,
by definition, isn't a cameo a picture?
Biggie's just saying what they are now saying.
I don't agree with it, but this is one of the least cameos in the history of comics. So
I think it's
MODOK.
guys who've paid too much for that book and they want to recover their investment.
I don't remember what MODOK stands for either, because I believe it's an acronym or whatever.
Yeah, murder, operating, death of, killing, or something like that.
Yeah. Like SHIELD. Who knows what SHIELD stands for? They change it every.
Knows my humor.
Supreme
MODOK
Headquarters. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, Turtwig, he's got my humor down. MODOK should have quit while he's ahead.
Well, in the recent volume of Iron Man, the only modern comic that I really buy, he saves MODOK's life. Madam Mask is the villain that's in that one. Here's the Gray Gargoyle, number 95. If a Man Be Stone. And the Gray Gargoyle's always got glasses on, which always freaks me out. Why?
Like the Mole Man.
Yeah. Why does he need glasses so nobody hits a guy with glasses? Here's a Cap cover.
That's because a fist does more damage than glasses does.
Here's a Cap cover. People like this one because it's silly. Guy probably drew him this way, and then they put the text on it, like that. And here's a comic, The Coming of Whiplash. This is 97. I'm getting.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I'm getting close to the end of my books. All right. And then I got '98. Cap and the Black Panther. And this was from my friend Bjorn, son of Crown. He sent me this.
Who has returns to YouTube, I might point out.
Oh yeah, he likes collecting silver coins and little planets and all kinds of stuff. He's a fun person. And here's my last book in this segment. And it's 99, and after 99, Captain America goes on with his series starting with 100, and Iron Man goes on with his series starting with 1. That's why their numbering is like that.
Very cool. Hi, Tan. Good. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. And now we are off.
All right. I decided to throw some. I had Lois Lane's up today in church. I went with my early run of Batman, like Silver Age pre-code, and then Silver Age Batmans. Here is my Supergirl display with all of the things. Here's Lobo. Here's the torso cup, which I think whoever came up with that is brilliant. Here's the popcorn bucket with that Crypto hangs on the edge. And there's the plush Crypto, who has a very friendly face. Yes, Iron Man and Submariner 1, you bet. I decided that I was going to show, and I have been showing different runs that I have put together. I generally don't show a lot of silver, but when I started to collect again in 1988, when my whole collection went away, traded it. Then what I did was I started to rebuild my favorite titles. But my first collection was all a completist type thing, and I started building that in 1965. So I didn't have a lot of money, so I had to be very careful and crafty how I went about it. And so I managed to, when I had jobs and I would buy, and the books were not as expensive back then, I assure you, because getting issues in the day was not as expensive as it is to try to buy 1960s books in 2026. And so I was able to put together quite a spectacular run of those. But anyway, they went away. So in '88, I started to rebuild my favorite silver titles, but in high grade, the best that I could find or afford, and at the same time, always with an eye towards the colors on the cover and as high grade and nice looking book as I could find and afford. Some were more difficult to find than others, and it's surprising. The ones that you would think would be the harder ones to get are the ones everybody kept. It was the ones that were not quite as good as the other covers were the ones that were more difficult to find in nice condition, because I don't think that a lot of people kept them or kept them as well as they did the super specials. One moment, please. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Hello.
While Stephen takes care of that, I will show a couple books then. I pulled some Brave and the Bolds from the Bronze Age, just real quick. I'll start with issue 125. I think it was 25 cents. So it's probably 1975. This is Batman and the Flash. Followed by 128, which is, yes, this is 1976, and this one I know because it's the salute to the bicentennial. Batman and Mr. Miracle.
I'm back.
All right. One more, and then we'll get to Stephen, because this is one that I like to show. It's an Aparo cover that I'm very happy to show, and this is Brave and the Bold 147, Batman and Supergirl. First time that they teamed up in Brave and the Bold, they had 3 total. All right, Stephen, we'll get you back.
I was familiar with some of when I first started collecting was basically in 1960. And the characters, I started with the Legion and Adventure, but other characters would show up. And one of the ones I loved was Hawkman. And so later on, I put together a run of Hawkman, and then that went away, and then I wanted to rebuild it, and I did. So it starts here with Brave and Bold number 34.
Very cool. I particularly like how Hawkman does not have his little ears or whatever you want to call them at the time.
He was in this instance. He was Carter Hall, was a Thanagarian policeman like Hawkgirl, and he got that as an advancement. In other words, the uniform that they had were these Hawk uniforms, and that's how he got the here.
Promotion.
That was 34. Yeah, promotion. Here is issue number 35. Here is issue number 36.
Very cool. Well, as we were talking, when Stevie D showed the the Marvel Essential, I have the showcase that has all these stories for Hawkman. The
Showcase or Brave and Bold?
Well, no, the showcase presents. I mean, the collection. The like Stevie, similar to this. I'm just going to quickly this kind of thing where they have the show like the.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
the one for all those stories. So I've
the Essential. They're just black and white. Newspaper print kind of.
Now, the interesting thing about that last issue I showed you was issue number 36, and then issues 37, 38, 39, 40, and 41 were something else. And then usually when they would try out a character, they would try him out for like 3 issues. Adam Strange was in Showcase for 2 or 3. Same thing with Space Ranger. Same thing with Green Lantern. Flash had 4, and then he got his title. So they gave 3 to Hawkman, but they still weren't sure about it. So they said, well, okay, we're going to have to try it again. So here is issue number, this is the next starting of it. Here's issue 42. Back again by popular demand because we can't figure out if we're going to keep him or can him.
Yeah. And these are all Murphy Anderson, if I'm correct. Right?
I think these are Kubert.
Oh, really?
Yeah, these are Kubert. Here is issue number 43, and this was when he was awarded his ears.
And I think it was the adding of the ears that made him more popular because then he looked like the Golden Age version.
Yeah. And here is issue number 45. This is a very, very interesting book in the Brave and Bold and for Hawkman because it is kind of a gray tone cover, and it really is a beautiful book.
Yes. And probably the best story of the 6 Brave and Bold, at least in my opinion.
There's a few guys that did some Silver Hawkman as artists.
What's that?
You say it, Biggie.
I don't want to.
No, say it. Go ahead, say it.
It's Gil Kane, Kubert, and what's the last one? Murphy Anderson, yeah?
Right.
What's that famous one where he's falling off the building with his wings spread?
Murphy Anderson. That's issue 4.
That's beautiful.
That's coming up, I'm pretty sure.
That might even be coming up.
Oh, great.
So they've had 6 tryouts now in Brave and Bold. They've had 6. They're still not sure. So they shifted over and paired him up with a popular title, which is Mystery in Space with Adam Strange. And they start with issue number 87.
Man, that guy looks like a greaser from...
It's the Fonz.
Hey, yeah. You want to join my gang? Hey, you got a
Let's
cigarette?
jump the shark. Yeah.
Why don't you step into my office?
This is issue number 88. Beautiful green cover.
Oh yeah, I love green covers.
Robot cover. This is Infantino.
Ah, what a treat!
Then comes this one. They advertised the hell out of the in-house ads for this. This is issue number 89.
Oh, stunning.
Yes.
Dang.
Great story. Great book.
Is that more Carmine? Shoot. Good stuff.
It looks like Carmine and Murphy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this one is probably one of the prettiest ones of the bunch, and it's been homaged by Stan Lee, like he copies everything anyway. He copied this one, where Adam Strange is traveling between the planets.
That's
cool.
really, really good.
Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 6, I think, looks like this.
Cool book. I love it.
A few Supermen look like that. Yeah. Name
One
more.
thing I've learned recently was one of the reasons why Murphy Anderson was on titles like Green Lantern with Gil Kane or Mystery in Space or Hawkman was because it turns out that Murphy Anderson was Julius Schwartz's favorite colorist or inker. And so he had him ink a lot of his books. And then when he went to Superman in 1970, after Weisinger retires, he brought Anderson on to work with Kurt Swan.
Look at that.
This one's signed by Steranko.
Oof. Goodness.
Well, you know.
I love the Captain America shield up in the air one.
So now he's had 6 in Brave and Bold. He's had 4 in Mystery in Space. That's 10. They're still not sure. So they brought him back in again in Brave and Bold.
And partner him up with Aquaman to boot.
Well, Aquaman got his own series by this point. So,
But when a bird gets its wings wet, it can't fly. How did he battle? How did he win the battle?
He was. If you think of Hawkman and you look at the Golden Age books, they're a premium. Like they're very
Shelley.
cool. So I could see
Hawkman was a very popular character in the 1940s. He is the only character that was in every single Justice Society adventure during All Stars comics, and he again was the only one who was in just about every issue of All Star Squadron. You know, like he only missed one issue of All Star Squadron. He was still mentioned. So
the thing about now, what I did not show you, I am not showing you the Hawkmans of the Golden Age at all, and I'm not showing you the Hawkman in Justice League. Those titles, those I do on a separate basis. I'm just showing you his run, his lead in. Now, where are we now? We're at 11 tryouts for the
That's
Hawkman, right? They're not done yet. Now they went over to the Atom, and they put him in with the Atom.
and that's my favorite. One of my favorite Silver Age comics, easily, and the cover, it's got everything.
You know it's mine too, Biggieshaq. I compliment you on your very good taste.
We neither one of us knew how much we liked it until we talked about it. But yeah, it's really good.
It's just this. It has everything going for it. It's beautifully laid out. It's a beautiful book. Mm-hmm. So there's that.
Great copy.
Now finally, he gets his own comic. So we start with Hawkman #1.
Heck yeah.
that he finally got in his own issue at last.
Now, the thing that's intriguing about this, too, because DC Comics did not put #1 on their books, but they did here. You see?
Because they were making a big deal of him being in his own magazine.
So, here he is. There's #1. And,
that's a real cool headdress on that guy, too.
Aztec.
One more thing. How okay, slow down. Something just cracked my cranium. Okay, it's nothing. It's just that's the first time that Adam and Hawkman teamed up and they continued on to be a great duo. That's all that was. Okay. I was thinking
you're talking about the Brave and the Bold?
No, the 7, the Adam 7.
Yeah. Because what happens when Hawkman's title gets canceled, he gets put into Adam's book, and it becomes Adam and the Hawkman for the last few issues of the Adam.
And also, what they did was a lot of the anyway. So this was a 9.2. I thought it wasn't right, and I had it cracked, and I sent it back in, and they gave me a 9.4 for it.
Oh, cool.
Or would like to know where you should start to read Hawkman.
Well, I mean, any of the Silver Age, if you wish, but there's some in the tail end of Showcase. There's a beautiful Hawkman run that was done by Rags Morales here a few years back, and then they had another run of Hawkman that was that followed that was also quite good. So there's quite a bit of Hawkman to go with. I personally think that the Silver Age is very, very good. The Silver Age stuff. I don't know. I haven't really priced any of this stuff at all. I can't tell you, but these are all very, very high grade copies, and they were like, at the time they were like 300, 3.25 to 3.5 when I was buying them in the 80s. Here is issue number 2.
You'll notice, though, we haven't had Hawk Girl on a cover yet. For those who've been paying attention. Yet she's been in the book the whole time, like in the stories.
And as Steve, as our friend was talking about, here we go. Here is issue number 4.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Yes, the big one. The most expensive Hawkman book from the Silver Age.
Of course,
is this the most expensive? More than number 1?
More than number 1. More than number 1, and more than Brave and the Bold 33 right now.
34.
34, yeah.
Is it more than his first appearance? I think that.
Yes, because it's the first appearance of another character that seems to be a little more popular than Hawkman.
Well, it's first Hawk Girl and Hawkman. I thought that one was more, but okay, I'll take your word for it.
The balance of that cover is perfect. You know, it's so well balanced.
That was the first appearance of Zatanna, number 4.
Here is issue. Oh, this is out of order. This is issue 3, where she's on the cover.
That's her first cover appearance, at least that I've seen.
Well, no, she was in Brave and Bold 34.
Oh, was she? Oh, that she was on the cover. Okay, you're right.
She's with him. She's with him fighting Bythe.
Yes, now I get it. Yes, I remember now that you say that. It's because she's so small compared to him and Bythe on the cover. I forget.
Well, she's further back.
Yeah.
Here is issue number 5, beautiful yellow cover.
Very cool. Ladies and gentlemen and gentle beings everywhere, Biggie has had to leave. So he says goodbye to everybody.
Bye, Big.
Bye, Biggie.
Here is issue number 6. We got to get a flying gorilla in here somewhere.
Oh, if there was another way, the gorilla covers are so awesome. I'm almost tempted to just drop everything else and concentrate on gorilla covers from the Silver Age.
I have 2 of these.
Very cool.
Here is issue. Go ahead.
Sorry. I was excited to find 2 more gorilla covers in my collection today that I didn't remember I had, and it was awesome.
Here is issue number 7.
Nice.
Have you seen any of these? Have you seen all these, Matt?
I've seen the majority of Hawkman covers because, as I said, I've got the Presents collection.
I mean, but in the flesh, have you ever seen them?
I've seen a few of them. Probably, I've definitely seen 1 to 6 because I had a friend that had all of them, including 4.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Here's issue number 8.
And there were two issues in my uncle's collection that I had originally as well, but they're later issues. They're like 30 and 30 something.
Here is issue number 9.
Such a beaut.
And here's the Atom. Purple. Leave it to deep. Look at that cover.
I know, it's so deep and so beautiful. I love when the purple covers are used as a contrast to the bright colors of the heroes.
Yes. This
And
one.
the diamond crystal thing looked great too.
Thank you. This was a hard book to get in nice shape. It took me a long time. And it's because this cover, the spine showed every defect, and the ink was sort of soft, and so if you had them stacked, you'd have that stack rub. Do you know what I mean by stack rub? You know how the books will rub together? These are notorious for stack rub, but this one is just this is really, really a clean copy.
It's popping.
That was 10. Here is issue number, let's see, where's 11? Oh yeah, here we go. This was one of the last books I got in the run, and this is issue number 11, which is the Shrike.
Yes, that is another interesting story. If you can get your hands to read this book, that is one of the better ones.
I don't have these in correct order, strangely. Here is issue number 12. Great dragon cover.
I've seen that one at a comic book shop here in Ottawa.
That's 12. Go-go checks now.
Yay. I mean, woo! I don't know why. Gorillas and go-go checks. I think that's why I like DC.
Here is issue, is this 13? I think it is. Yeah, 13. Here's 13.
Very cool.
Here is 14.
See, Hawkman, compared to a lot of the titles in the Silver Age, Hawkman was bi-monthly for most of the Silver Age, where a lot of the other ones were 8 times a year or 12.
That is 14. Here is issue number 15.
It's a big fist. Beautiful cover. I love the soft tone of the part in the water compared to the hard tone of the fist. It's just a great contrast.
Here is issue number 16. We got to get the gorillas back in.
Woohoo!
A go-go gorilla with a big
like,
beat takes on Hawkman in his swinging mace, man.
I know. They called it a gorilla because it looks more like a flying monkey from the Wizards of Oz.
Oh yeah,
and there's the dream. There it is. Murphy Anderson signed it.
Yep.
Lord of the Flying Gorillas.
Bet you that's a title not too many people have had in their lives.
This is issue number 17, and it's really beautiful.
Yes.
There are some fine-looking books.
And I particularly like the skull up there. It's always nice when you get like an interesting skull. But the Hawk Girl didn't make a lot of the covers still, which was too bad because they treated her like such an unequal person. They didn't give her membership in the Justice League of America until the mid-70s. You know, she didn't get the he went solo a lot.
Here's 18, where we bring in Adam Strange and against the Manhawks again.
Look at that white. It's so detailed. But the face of the Manhawk, it's amazing.
That was 18.
It's just putting the line in the right place. Oh, my phone.
Here is issue number 19.
Very cool. Parasite, Planet Peril. And there's Hawk Girl.
Here is issue number 20.
Boy, Hawkman falls a lot.
Now another guy had him by the wings in a previous book you've shown. Just the same pose, clipping his wings.
I really don't know. At one point, I gave him a leg up. I recommended he become one. And I don't know, for some reason, the communications all kind of fell through. I see no reason why Alan wouldn't have been a fine person to put in, but I don't know what I don't know if he didn't. Sometimes, if you want something to happen, you can't just sort of go kind of half-hearted at it. You've got to pursue a little bit. You have to get a hold of someone and say, "Hey, I would like to." The reason that they asked me to be an advisor was because of my research I did on Fair 39 and the first Sandman. So they invited me to become an advisor because I had done that. And so I didn't have to, they came after me, I didn't go after them, which was sort of nice. And I had written various things, letters and things that had been printed. And so they thought that I knew what I was talking about. And I talked to them on the phone. I talked to Bob on the phone several times when I was going through that. So they knew who I was, because I wouldn't go away. Okay.
The squeaky wheel gets oiled.
Oh, man. Here is issue number 21.
21. Very cool.
Great colors on these things, man. Now, I believe that this is it looks sort of like the first Dick Dillon cover. This is issue number 22.
Oh, that's so beautiful, though. Now we're getting into stories I haven't read, so because I don't have the second book of the Hawkman.
It's 22. Here
This
is
is where I gotta
issue.
go.
Here is 23.
Oh, now that's awesome. I've never seen that one before. What a beaut.
Yeah, you could only have the hero in peril on so many covers. You got to show him victorious from time to time.
They didn't get the memo, Stevie D.
Well, Iron Man's always crushed up, and more of his covers is him trying to, recuperate and get back on top.
I'm out of power. I'm out of power.
Where's my extension cord?
It doesn't take the power. Thank you. Thanks, Stan. Here is issue number 24.
That one was in my uncle's collection. That one I know.
They want to join with Hawk Girl.
I know.
Everybody wants to join with Hawk. Okay. Here is issue number 25.
Beautiful. I love the purple. I love the green. And the flames just look fantastic.
Yeah.
Here is issue number 26. And this is the last issue of Hawkman, and it is issue number 27.
Yeah, and then he goes over to join Adam.
And then Adam and Hawkman, and they pick up the numbering from the Atom.
Yeah.
And then they go for like 4 or 5 issues. Now that's an Atom thing, and I think I showed you those Atoms when I showed the Atom.
Yeah.
Because it is Atom and Hawkman. That's why I put them there rather than in here. So that's my Hawkman run.
Very cool. That was absolutely wonderful, Stephen. I was glad to see. I'm glad to see you bring those tonight. Stevie D and Biggie as well. Great books. I was glad to have everybody come by tonight. A little announcement with regards to this show. If you would like to come on the Sunday superhero show and show a run of your favorite superheroes, just give me a DM me on Instagram, and if I can verify your identity, if you've never been on before or you don't have a YouTube channel, I will invite you to come on if you've something you want to show, because quite simply, the Comic Talk Tuesday show is mostly for creators, whether it's YouTube or creators of comic books, or in some cases with a guest that I've got coming up in August, people who have nice big collections like Man Cave Comics. It isn't Man
Who's
Cave.
I've never heard of him.
Yes, I know. Oh, Biggie's back. Hi, Biggie.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes,
Hey.
Lau, no beef drippings. That's what I'm trying to say in a nice way. We want people who want to come on and be positive and show the stuff that they love to people who love the stuff that they also love. Thank you guys very much for coming tonight. Before we go, Stevie D, what have you got coming up on your show?
Well, I just did a Iron Man episode of variant covers, and I got two of them. One of them, I saw, what if Mickey Mouse became the leader of the Avengers? Alan showed that one. I got that somewhere back there, but I ran across these Disney 100th. There's Mickey in the famous Iron Man pose, and then there's Donald Duck, which I recently got. So those are kind of fun books. So I just posted that show, and I'm drawing every day, and I want to can I put in a plug for the live show? Mike and Chanko, Mike and Rich Big Nasty are having David Diaz on their show coming in July. I don't know the exact date. And his wife was previously on the show, and he popped his head in to say hi to the chat and the panel and everything. Now, she might poke her head in just like he did. So when they do, I'm going to try to get on the show, because I got a piece of artwork. That's my other hobby, is drawing. This is David Diaz. I think this is what's
Psylocke.
Psylocke, yeah. And I don't read and collect that series. And this is Michelle Diaz. And when I emulate their covers, I always put inspired by, and that's a G.I. Joe.
Oh, Scarlet. Very cool.
And so what I really like to do is to show the original artist, it's fan art, and see what their response is. And I've asked several of these artists over, they've been having great guests on that show. Do many people come up to them and show them fan art? And they say people want to show their portfolios and such, but just people coming up and showing a drawing to the guy that developed the character and has super chops as an artist. And you show them the stuff, and first you kind of go like this because you have no idea what they're going to say, and that's kind of exciting and motivating to keep trying to do better. And so check out the live show in July. You'll see the Diaz family.
Awesome. And what have you got coming up this week, Biggie?
Sorry if my mic sounds weird. I'm on my phone now, but Collector Club was Friday. We have a Collector Club every Friday. We're doing the top 100 Bronze Age covers right now. And let's see. High Five Commandments book club's going to be Captain America 21, I believe.
Yes, that's the
and
one. Yes.
Alan picked it. We're going to use Steppo's diagram, and he has a short synopsis on it too, I believe. Shout out to all my friends. Really proud of you, Matt. You're doing great over here. Thank you for having me. And like Stevie said, shout out to Chonko and Nasty, and I hope Robbie's doing all right. And Alan.
Awesome. And Steven, what have you got coming up?
I also want to say I hope Robbie gets better soon. I really do. I always, when members of our community, we are all human and we have the same human things that happen to us, and always wish that the best for all of our crew. I will be on with Alan tomorrow, and we are doing Bronze Age books on the Friday hangout. Then with the Friday with Biggie, with the Collectors Club, I showed some of the books that I will be showing tomorrow. We're doing bronze. We've done silver last week, and we're doing bronze this coming week, just to kind of break up put the golden age to us. We've been doing golden age for so long that to just do something like this, and to offer a little bit of variety to our Monday special. Please, those of you watching, if you pay attention to the CBCA Awards, Matt and Biggie are two very worthy people to be nominated. And I hope that you will. And if you liked the Monday special with Alan and I, if you want to nominate us too, we would be very, very happy if you would. Come visit us. And that's really what I have. I'm usually on Bleeker's Church on Sunday. I have the Friday hangout with Alan, and the last few weeks I've been with Biggieshaq on the Collectors Club.
Very cool. And with regards to the awards, it is very important that you nominate your favorites. I won't say for what, but I can honestly say that I have nominated everybody that's here on the show tonight in one category or another. I found a way to do it. In fact, I found it was very, very hard this year to make picks, and I took some serious consideration into things. But Biggieshaq, I do want to say that I nominated him for the Hall of Fame. And I hope that people will consider that for the Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
Also, because Biggie has been on for 5 or 6 years now.
How many years has it been, Biggie?
If I could click that button, at least 8 comics. But I have my YouTube channel started 19 years ago, and I've always been pop culture oriented.
19 years.
19 years on YouTube, 8 years doing comic books. Not only has Biggie done a lot of stuff, but he inspired me to do my Tuesday shows in bringing on new people who are new to YouTube, because quite simply, he was extremely nice to me. He brought me onto his show for the first time when I had only 22 subscribers. And he welcomed me with open arms. And that night, I got a few new subscribers from that show. But more importantly, I felt welcomed. And as everybody may remember, I was not so sure I had a great collection back then when I started seeing all these bangers that everybody else was showing. But I know that has also inspired me to get bigger books and bigger, more fun stuff and all that stuff. But most importantly, I want to make sure that the community recognizes and sees how much everybody is appreciated and how much everybody really does play off each other. Chonko was one that I discovered early. Stevie D, I think I was your 20th subscriber, and I liked you from day one. You were just so happy. You're like, look at this book. This is an awesome book. I don't know why, but it's just this. I was like, oh, I like this guy. Yeah, I remember. That's what your videos were like. It was a lot of fun.
Gentlemen, I must go, but thank you very much for having me, and I'll see you soon.
Take care.
Bye, Steve.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Nice, Stephen. Well, I'm wrapping up anyways. I just wanted to say with regards to the awards, just don't feel bad if you don't get to everybody. The awards are not the nomination thing is not set up for that. Just make sure you pick, just make sure you pick. You're comfortable with your picks and pick who you want. Don't, that's all that matters. Thank you all for coming tonight. Stevie D, Stephen, Biggie. Thank you very much. My name is Matt.
Pleasure.
I like comics. I hope you do too. And we'll be back in 2 weeks with this show. Bye, everybody.
Bye.